Love this. Come on, Twitch. Yeah, man. How are we doing? It's back, okay. Interesting. Yeah, we had a dip there. Yeah, if I come over here. Twitch says it's unstable, but on my end, we're 0% loss. So, Twitch not happy. Oh my god, V! Hello! It's your birthday! Oh my god! Happy birth! Happy day of birth! 20! Wow! You're not allowed to say your old half of this chat turned 30, like, in this year, or about. You can't say you're old here. You're a child. You still have so much to go through! Are you happy, Twitch? Twitch is still not happy. Twitch is still telling me it's unstable. So we'll see how it goes. Really annoys me when Twitch drops. I'm gonna be next to you on August 10th. Why are you both babies? I didn't know both of you were only 20. I'm 10 years older than you! I turned 30 this year! This is an unfair conversation! A very happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you are very, very happy with everything. B, you were born in 2000s? I can't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Same. How do you think I feel? I was born in the 90s! You were born in the 2000s? Kids these days. Just gonna put that there. You happy yet, Twitch? It still says it's unstable on Twitch's side. My side is still clear. 60 FPS, 0 drops. But Twitch is still saying unstable, poor network connection. And I'm like, bitch, whose? It's not mine. Yeah, Twitch is unhappy. Well, you know, it's a big website, there's a lot going on, and it's not exactly like they get to do maintenance very often. So, I mean, maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe it's just maintenance. Anyway, let's get over here. The Cult of the Lamb update seems really fun. I mean, Cult of the Lamb is a good game, so I imagine the update is fun. Right, time for me to sit over here, where I can't see you because of my janky-ass setup. Coming to you live from the stack of my professional setup, because I don't have a stand. Let's drink some of this tea. This one's caffeinated because I need it. There's a dog. Well, I hope people are still here, because I know that for people who like lurk and stuff, streams dropping can be an immediate, right, I'll go somewhere else. I got all my friends here, so that's fine. The stream's stuck. The stream's stuck. Okay. Where even are we? I put it all the way up there, but that's no good because I'm here. I think you are maybe gonna have to go that way just a little bit. We'll pull our friend forward. Quality of the stream seems good. Yeah, the stream, my end is fine. 60 FPS. It's Twitch's end. So, I don't know. Don't know. Ah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We did row 13 last time. You said 60 FPS and it lagged. It still says it's 60! I don't know. Let's try not to stress about it too much. This is meant to be casual morning streams because I'm not even properly awake. Right, so we did 13, so we're on to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Two blues, followed by a big line of pink. So, does anybody else feel like this week, and by week I mean batch of 7 days, went really quick? Because I know this week has only been 3 days, but the batch of 7 days, like, I feel like we've just played D&D and now we're playing D&D again tonight. I can tell I'm not properly awake because my voice occasionally has a slight croak to it, which it sometimes does in the morning. Morning for me, I should state. This is starting to get to the point where maybe I should... Hello. Get a pencil. 11, 12, 13, 14. Put a little line there. That's the line that I'm on. Still good? Still good, Jack. You still there? Keep having to look over at the computer to check. I can see on the little bitrate line on the Twitch side of things that we've got a relatively straight line again now. It is green, but I can see little wobbles. You can see the wobbles. Hopefully that's okay. Cool, good job, self. Wow. Wakey, wakey, everyone. I have not picked a 6th level spell. I don't fucking know what to take. Cause I'll be real, broskies. 6th level warlock spells? Not big Kika energy from any of them. Mystic Arcanum. Wish is the only spell I know, and Fireball. I mean, Fireball is obviously the meme one, and Wish is a 9th level spell, so I'm not getting Wish. I need to pick a 6th level spell. And the thing is that if you look at the list and you say, well, Kika's a Fey Warlock, so obviously you want to pick the Fey spell, and I'm like, well, I don't actually think so. Yeah. Arcane Gate? Nah. Circle of Death? No. Conjure Fey? No. I'll talk about that in a sec. Create Undead? No. Eye Bite? No. Flesh to Stone? No! Absolutely not. Mass Suggestion? True Seeing? Maybe. True Seeing? Maybe. And the reason that Kika would not get Conjure Fey is because she already has a summon, which is technically better. Which is her little dragon, because that gets stronger when she levels up. Because it's always cast at the highest level, and it uses her proficiency for things. So Kika's little dragon has gotten stronger, so she doesn't need to be summoning more Fae. And also that's more work for Dax. As if I'm not already managing 3 characters in one person already. So we just go up to the line. So, I don't know. It's a difficult one. It's a hard choice when it's like, here's you need to pick a spell, but you can only cast it once. And it's like, oh god, tough choice. Is there a fart spell I can cast, like a fart bomb, to make enemies angry at each other because they will blame each other for the fart? I mean, not specifically, but the point of D&D is that you make it, like, fun and you get creative. So there is a spell called Prestidigitation, which lets you create harmless sensory effects, such as a sparkle of light, a gust of wind, or a bad smell. So you can say, I cast Prestidigitation to create a bad smell, and then I go, Jeffrey, honestly. And then you roll a deception check to see if they will fall for it. Or you can cast Stinking Cloud, but that's a little extreme because that's not really pretending somebody farted. That's, you know, dropping a bomb on them because they actually take damage and start to be sick. So that's, like, a little extreme. Because that's a Stinking Cloud is like, ha ha ha, take 46 poison damage. And it's like, I didn't want to poison them, I just wanted to get them to move. But just because there isn't a spell that specifically does what you want, there probably is a spell that you can manipulate to do what you want. Which is part of the fun. Like the anti-magic donut. But yeah, so, I'm gonna have to do a very sort of spur of the moment, fuck you, kind of pick. But yeah. So I believe Conjure Fey, it's like, oh, you can summon a Fey that's up to, like, CR6. And there's only really, in the base monster manual, because I couldn't bother to grab all the other ones, the only kind of, thing that's, like, CR6 is a Anis Hag, which is nasty. But again, I was like, Das already has a lot to manage on the field in our fights. And I don't know if I want to manage 4 characters, because I'm managing 3, which I can do fine. But I don't know if I want to manage 4 characters. I feel kind of bad for the other players if my turn is legitimately taking an hour to get through. Ah, Hope! Thanks for giving a sub to We Love You Blue. Ah! Thank you! Thank you. Drink some of my tea. This is a heat reactive mug. It's already starting to fade, unfortunately. a little note there. Right, a blue. Thank you, sweetie! You're always so nice and supportive. Boop! Got boop emote. It was made for you. Oop, I'm on the wrong loop. There we go. And then we have a big old bunch of blues. Just in a line. Whoop, what was that? I heard a noise. Hi Justnet, thank you for following. Welcome on in. I'm currently doing a latchhook to do a rug. We're making a tiger rug. Where's the camera? There it is. We're making a tiger rug. I do also knit. Is my knitting at the moment? That's just over there at the moment. Welcome on in. Okay. Hello. I like what you're doing here. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. This was a present I got for Christmas. And so I'm doing it on stream to share with people. Let's see. I need a K. It's one of these. Oop. Funny story with the nickname, I mostly crochet. Oh, wow, fair enough. I am not the best at crochet. I've only ever tried one thing with crochet, and that's the it's not even crochet, it's the spool knitting. I might have it here in my drawer. Ah. My other one, I got one of these on at the moment. one of these fellas. Wow. One of these fellas. And because I'm a nerd, this is what my D&D character canonically does. And right here on my desk is the little crochet hook that I do it with. So yeah. So yeah, for me, it's I'm just doing it. This one especially is I'm doing it to do something with my hands. I have no idea what to do with this. I just have it. At least the knitting is going to be a scarf, and at least this is going to be a rug. I don't know what to do with that. I just have it. I just have it. But yeah, I own a crochet hook, but I've never really crocheted anything. Uh-oh. I pulled out that fibre and now I can't find it. Did I drop it on the floor? Is it stuck to my... Is it stuck to my freaking knit? I'm making a real image for myself. My knitted cardigan that I'm wearing. I didn't make this before you assume that. It was bought for me by a wonderful friend who is in the chat. Yep, I pulled out a fibre and then lost it, so we have to pull out another fibre and hope that that turns up somewhere else. Tuck the chair back in. Oops. Fiddle work is good. Yeah, it's good to have something to do your hands with. Do your hands with? Do with your hands. Mmm. Frog is gonna crochet a life-size to me. Amazing. So there is our K fibre that we just pulled out. And we need that to be here on this loop. We might actually start the tiger today as well, is the thing. We've been doing this for like 2 weeks, and we've only been doing the sky. Because we just do like an hour or so. Right, so this is the pink, and this is the K, so that entire line I just fill with blue. It's funny you should say that, I have a frog with me today. This is also a bit that we're doing, is that there's a different plushie here every day. So now that I've worked out that this big bit is all one colour, I can kind of mindlessly do it for a little bit. Can't wait to see how your work turns out. I haven't had a chance to see properly how it's done, so I'm all eyes. Ooh, well, hopefully I can show you well enough. I don't have the best setup. I'm working to try and get it better. But yeah, it's pretty simple. It's kind of an elaborate, like, colour by numbers almost. So all the different colours of thread are pre-cut and colour-coded with this little key. And you just kind of follow it along. Got the idea that you do the dots on the net. Yeah, so this one is pre-backed. This one comes with the backing for the mat. But you can get ones that don't have the backing because you can make them into like cushions. Is the main other one that people do, but this one I got with the pre-backing on it because I need a rug. My room doesn't have one. So yeah, so this is the latch hook. This is a latch hook that like we've inherited because the kit came with one, and it's a really kind of flimsy plastic one, and I was like, no, I want this one. This is old grandma's old wooden latch hook, which is a lot more, has a bit more weight to it. Image being built up and not, stretched in height. Interesting. Do you mean how like I'm doing it row by row? Instead of by block. It's because if I was doing it by block, once you've got a, like, if I had this block of blue, getting in between that block of blue to get these pinks in would be kind of difficult. So we're doing it this way, a little bit like a printer. A little bit like how a printer does it. My grandpa had the same, so she didn't teach me how to make rugs, and she was good at it. Ah, that's a shame. But you could probably learn yourself. Like, I wasn't taught either. I'm just self-teaching. It's not too hard, especially with these kits that they do now, where it's all sort of done for you. Because it is a fairly simple motion, to be fair. I don't know how easy it is to see on the camera. If I can bring this a little bit closer. So on our like mesh that we've got, have your latch hook with a little latch there. So you go under the line that you want there. You get your fibre and you go under the metal like that. Hold the two strings. It's very hard to do in the air. Hold the two strings, and then you need to go around the latch, the little flip bit. You go around the latch, and then you pull it back through. The motion causes the latch to latch closed. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. See how the latch is latching closed? It grabs onto the strand, and you pull it back through itself, and then you give it a little tighten. And that's one. Very easy. Very easy. Just gonna drink some tea. Tell you what though. You definitely get fibres in your throat. Nice that it has a backing, and thank you for showing. Yeah, this is the first one I've done that has a backing. I've done them in the past when I was younger, before I moved house, and they didn't have a backing, and I made them. And then I never did anything with the finished product, like I never made it into a rug, or I never made it into a cushion. So this time round I was like, I'm going to get one that has the backing already, so that once it's done, I've got a rug. I made a mistake with some models and may not have put the wrong arms together. They're going in the box to hide my shame. Shh. Nobody needs to know. It was intentional, Das. It was intentional. These minis are supposed to have these arms because they're my soldiers and they had a battle where they lost their arm and they had to get a new one attached. There you go. Lore. There are no mistakes, just happy accidents. If you do ever get one of these kits, I would suggest doing what I did, which is, before you start, go through and make sure you label all of the colours. Because they don't necessarily come labelled, and especially in this one where I've got 3 different shades of the colour blue, it can start to get a bit confusing. So we've got H, K, and 4. And I had to manually label those. Just to be sure. There's a little advice. Just go through and make sure that all of the colours are labelled correctly. That's like pamphlets. Yeah. See, if I sit and do a bunch of the same colour, I can get them done very quickly. More in there. What? Excuse me. Okay, so we go 2 pinks, and then we're back to K. I need to get K back out of here. That's H. Okay. New box hasn't arrived yet. I'm hoping Thursday or Friday. Ooh, more new things. More new things. $2Ks. I'm wondering where that extra fibre went. I could have sworn I pulled out a fibre and it vanished. They tend to give you extra, so it's not a problem. I'm just confused. It's probably like sticking to my elbow or something where I can't see it. $2Ks. 2 pinks and another K. Hi Rex, how's it going? Doing okay? How you feeling? I hope you're doing a little bit better. Okay. I just realised I can't hear my music very well because the speaker hasn't been moved. There you go, now I can hear. I love me. You changed your mind. Okay. 2 pinks. 2 Ks. Another 2 pinks. Another K. 3 of the blues. I have the Red Angel Warhost coming, nearly half of a new army from 1 box. Ooh, you're going to be trying a new army, are you? Have you changed your mind? Thank you for the 50 bits. That's very sweet of you and very much appreciated. I hope you're doing great. I am. I'm doing well. I'm waking up. We just have this chill morning time where I make things and start to wake up before we do proper work later in the afternoon. I'm going to be streaming basically all day today. Cult of the Lamb has a new update? It does! It does! I guess technically we could go back to it for community night this week? If people are interested in that. I don't know if that's a thing people want to see, since it's new. Put that out there. Maybe I'll throw that into the Discord as a potential idea, because normally I decide on the day. But if people are interested, and because we've had 2 people mention that today already. So if that's what people want to see, Cult of the Lamb has Twitch integration, so that's a qualification for community night. Tell you what. Hello. This'll probably help. Goodbye, phone, you're in the way. Oh, no one's messaged me, have they? No. I very rarely check my phone when streaming because I don't remember that it's there. I don't remember that it exists. There we go, that's a lot more helpful. That's a lot more helpful. Oh, I need 3s now. That's a purple. Just 1, and then... Oh, we alternate. We go 3k, 3k, 3. Three. Okay. I posted the box in gaming. Ah, thank you. Approaching work, see you later. Bye, Vaz. Have a good day. I will see you later. What's funny is I will probably still be streaming when you finish work because of D&D. I'm streaming 11 till 11 today, guys. I don't know why that didn't hit me until this week, but that's what Wednesdays are now. I take a break in the middle for lunch and for dinner. But yeah. Full day. Never ask me to do anything on a Wednesday ever again. Basically what I'm saying to my family. Never ask me to do anything on a Wednesday. Ever. Because that was what happened last week. I was doing my afternoon stream and then suddenly I had a text from Spook and said we're going out with the parents for dinner, and I was like, it's not a good day for it. And so I was late. Another blue. Me at family, it's just never ask. At least you have the excuse of being in a different country. That was a bit mean of me. The phrasing implied that I do like going out with my family. It's just not having a good time to do so. It really feels mean that I literally have to tell my family, "Can you check my work schedule?" Because, yeah, you're booking an appointment to see your own daughter. That goes down so well. But hey, my dad is retired, and soon my mum is going to retire, so soon their schedule will basically not matter. Because currently it's a case of like, well, when's good for you to go out for like a meal in the evening? And I'm like, Monday? And they're like, well, Monday's awful. That's the start of the work week. Well, you're not going to be working after a few months, so that don't matter. That don't matter. And then everything will be hunky-dory. I'm just like, if you really want, you could see me every Monday after I finish work. Because it's one of the few evenings where I don't do evening work. Because in this line of work, the evening is one of the more profitable time slots. Hence the schedule. And we might be talking about the schedule later today. 3K, 3K, 2 3s, a 4, and then 2 more 3s again. A 4. Other friends. Excuse me. From the garden alone, she told me that I was her own. She walked with me, talked with me, made me feel I was at home. But thousands of years they go by. Just happy to we're bringing in the other shade of blue now, just to get confusing. H. 2 H's. And there it is again, regular as clockwork. 12 o'clock. Dunk! People drop off. Nobody's fault. People are just busy. It's just funny how the numbers don't lie. Two H's. 1K. Good morrow, friend persons. Good day to you, Core. I did actually see your message. I didn't reply, but yay! Of course it was the bloody firewall. Neither of us thought to check the firewall. Core couldn't get something to install. It was his firewall. Neither of us thought of that. The next model I get to work on is affectionately referred to as Beaky. Its helmet looks like a bird beak, the Corvus pattern. Yes, I know. One of those. 1, 2. H, K, H. God, these colours are so close to one another. 2 H's, 1 K, 1 H, 2 K's. So, how far did you get, Core, if you managed to finally get it to install? Did you get it to install and then go to bed? Because that's probably what I would have done. I would have been like, fuck it, we got over that hurdle. Let's just call it there and leave on a high note. Because now you've done that bit, you start to get into the territory where I can help you a bit more again. Also, wow, guys, Core owns the Nova Beast. Wow. H, K, H, K, K. Another H. And that's the last of the K's. I got it installed and uploaded. Nice, just straight up, like, to your VR chat account. Neat. Now you get into the territory of time for customizing. Time to customize that shit. I'm really missing VR chat at the moment. I haven't been in ages. Let's see. Purple, purple, blue, purple. Ooh, okay, that's unusable. Unfortunate. Oh dear, there's the other half of it. F. I didn't test it though, that's fair. You always gotta do a little test, but normally it's fine. Which colour did I say it was after that? It's a light blue. I was watching a friend stream retexturing a Nova Beast last night, And I'm one of those people who's like, I'm very easily influenced, if you didn't know, in that if I see friends or people doing something, it kind of makes me want to do it too. Hence the playing Monster Hunter the other day. I hadn't thought about Monster Hunter in ages, but I walked into Spook's room, and Spook was playing Monster Hunter with Core, and then it was a case of, well, now I want to play Monster Hunter. I don't know. Is that a neurospicy symptom? I don't know. I just assume these days that everything is, I think. Because that's how a lot of my life goes at the moment, especially in those freaking conversations with girls where I just sort of be like, is it a normal thing to be like this? And then she goes, sweetie, no, that's a neuro thing. And I'm like, oh, god damn it. Oh my god, we're gonna have a tiny little bit of tiger appearing on this row. Imagine. Imagine. I don't think I've really spoken about this on stream, but obviously the game has been in development for a long time. And we're getting close to early access. And, you know, to keep things above table, early access is kind of where the Kickstarter funding takes us up to. So, once the game is in early access, you probably won't be seeing me work on it as much. Because the money ran out. Which is fine, because the game is very much almost there, I think. Like, all the level assets have been made. It's, you know, it's making all of the levels. So early access won't have all of the levels, but it has the level assets. And obviously some of the cutscenes, which is what I'm working on at the moment. But obviously if I'm working on the game less, it means I have more time for other things. Like missions. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Very not subtly at all. I kind of knew it was gonna be as soon as I walk away a bit, come back so I figure it out. I feel, hey, my friends are doing a thing I also enjoy, so I should join them, is quite normal. Yeah! But for me, it also applies to stuff that isn't, like, group activities, you know? Like, I think it makes sense for a normal point of view to be like, oh, my friends are playing a game, I want to join in with them for that game. But I also get it for, like, single player activities. For things that aren't games. Yeah. Like, I hadn't touched my knitting since I'd moved. The moment I found out Curls was knitting, I started knitting again. I was like, I want to do knitting. Pidove! I've seen a lot of Pidovs this week. Sweet memories that we once had. 3 pinks. Slightly parallel related topic. I am wondering about getting Lethal Company, because I know it is the hit thing at the moment. And originally I was not interested, but then I learned that you can turn on Arachnophobia mode and turn the spiders off, and I was like, okay. Now I'm actually interested in maybe playing. So, you know, could be another potential community night game to play with the squad. But I don't know how many of you own it, and I don't own it. But it's not an expensive game. We'd probably have to mod the shit out of it, because I believe it's 4-player by default, but there's mods to add in more players. And then obviously I want to get rid of the spiders. I know that obviously the furry community has really latched onto the fact that you can get your VRM, your furry model, into the game. You guys obviously won't care too much about that, so we probably won't need to bother, because you're not going to see it from my perspective, because it's first person. Unless I die, which will happen. Another 3. Cluster. We got a bunch of long ones here again. What's happening here? I come to you this morning with a great tragedy. Oh no! She bears ill tidings! Speak! Not really, but for the memes it is a great tragedy. Oh, woe betide us! I've realised my physio for the next 6 weeks is exactly during MMO Thursday. No! How can you do this to me? Wait, why am I cameoing? Because you said that there was a chance you might come talk later. That's why you're cameoing. It's a narrative device that will help later. You said we might talk later, so it is genuinely a cameo. It was alluding to things that might happen later today, maybe. Meaning I will be absent during my favourite part of Final Fantasy because they are plugging my spine back in. Oh my god. Ah! How much of the story do you think I will actually get through in 6 weeks? Genuine question, considering how slow I am. Genuine question. I see the plan. The plan has been observed. Yes, yes. It will be on second stream, mayhap. After lunch. If you feel so inclined. Frog offered to chat with me a little bit about things. Namely, the schedule. As in, how it looks visually, because I'm not a designer. Frankly guys, I barely qualify as an artist. Do you know I have 0 art-based qualifications? My degree is in games design. That doesn't require art. It's not game art, it's game design. Game art is a different thing. Funny that, isn't it? Oh my god. Foreshadowing is a literary device. All the way to Shadowbringers easy. That is a bold statement to make. Fucks up Spine Gang, let's go. No! Everyone who does art is an artist. I'm also an artist and I have no visual mediums. I meant qualified. I'm talking about qualifications. I have no artistic qualifications. I am an artist. I'm an artist and a streamer. Except AI, of course. You need to upgrade your spine into a load-bearing one. We've been telling you this for a while. Can you make a mark on a page? Congratulations, you're an artist. Exactly. Exactly. What I mean is I've never had any formal training. Which, if anything, is further evidence, because guess what, guys? I'm an artist and a streamer for a living. That's what I do. That's my job. But I've never had any formal artistic training, because it doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. When I try to get a load-bearing spine, everyone's like, no, Curls, that kills people. I retweeted it on Twitter because it was literally the exact words that I said on stream. I saw it literally like yesterday or something. Someone posted a picture that was the exact words that I said of, for years, digital artists were criticised because people claimed that the computer did all the work. Now AI is here and is literally doing all the work and people praise it. What the fuck? I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm mad. Let's not talk about AI art, because it fucking sucks. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fantastic. All the way up to the end here. All my homies hate AI art. Yes. I hate that I have to specify in my Discord, do not put AI art in the art channel. But you fucking do. It's in the server rules as well, don't post AI shit. I asked the computer for a picture and now I should get paid for it. Fuck right off. How did the computer make that art as well? Well, it sampled all of this art from this other artist that I didn't pay for. Okay, how about you also fuck off? If it's linked in the Discord, I won't hesitate, but no one will ever post it because of the implications. Yeah. If anyone posts AI art in my Discord, the post gets deleted and you immediately get timed out. If you do it again, well, you've been warned. But it's not going to come to that because my friends are all lovely and sensible and can read, and also know that AI art is dog shit. Anyway. Yeah, it's wild to think that the game is going to be close to getting released soon. I feel like the end of March is probably going to come a lot faster than I think it will. Oh my god, we get to use white! Oh my god! A little bit of tiger! I've had some formal training, but a lot of what I've learned so it came from outside education. Art school ain't for everyone, but there's a lot out there for folks to learn. Exactly! And so I studied game design. Basically, none of my lessons that I studied at uni were about art. They were about things like... It was very my game design, because games industry obviously is so massive. I don't really need to tell you guys this, you know this, but because the games industry is so massive, studying games design is such a jack of all trades course to go through. We did a teeny little bit of animation and a teeny little bit of narrative and a teeny little bit of sound and a teeny little bit of like game engines. So we just do little teeny tiny bits and bobs. So it's not specializing in anything really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I was one of the handful of people that was very clearly sort of like on the art side of things, but there was a large portion of the class that was very much in the sort of like technical side of things, a lot of the people who were there for like coding and the game engine side of things, and I was in the handful of people where it's like, we're here for the visual side of things, which means we do better in certain modules than other modules, which works out fine because your end grade was an average of your different modules. I believe we did 8 modules, and our final grade is an average of your top 6. So you have two throwaway modules. I don't know what mine were. I don't believe my degree actually shows me the breakdown. I probably got given the breakdown at some point at uni, but I don't think I have it. I know for a fact that one of my throwaway modules was my sound design module, and not because I was bad at it, but because I literally forgot to submit a chunk of it. There was a checklist of all the things you had to submit, and I did all of them, and one of them I just forgot to put in the folder, and it wasn't there, which tanked my sound grade. And it was only afterwards that I looked at it and went, wait, what? And the lecturer was like, yeah, where was it? And I was like, it's here. And they were like, why didn't you submit it? And I was like, I don't know, I thought I had. So that was my throwaway one for no real, well, it was my fault, but it wasn't intentionally my fault. My music stopped? I think it has. I've done my classic thing where I've made all of my plans in 1 week in March. Oh, F. Speaking of March, birthdays are coming. Yeah, speaking of March, do you want to plan a trip? Do you want plan birthday trip? Plan birthday trip? There's 2 birthdays happening in March. Birthday trip? I specialised in dropping out. Amen. A-levels? Who needs those? Me, Das, getting yeeted from higher education. We'll talk about it. I know. Cuz we are your friends, and I know that you will protest about it, but if it is expensive for you to come visit us, we will give you the money to come visit us as a birthday present. Because it is your birthday. One, 2, 3, 4. Beware the IDs of March. No. Toxic love. I'm sat here wondering if I will have enough time in my lunch break to wash my hair. And I'm thinking I probably would, but I probably won't have much of a lunch break. It may be a eating lunch on stream one. Although, to be fair, my lunch break is longer now, because because I have a lunch break. Because before I would just wake up, mill about, do little jobs, and then have lunch and then stream, whereas now I stream, have lunch, have stream. Look, we've got a little bit of white on here now. So, important question, Curls. When does your physio start? Are you going to be here this week for MMO, or is it starting this week, or is it, like, starting next week? Oh, gotta go. Okay, oh, catch you later, bud, for D&D. It starts tomorrow. Fair enough. It's just going to be me this week, then. Unless any others wish to join. Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna have to, like, queue for 20 minutes for story dungeons again, aren't I? Welp. Suddenly realizes they need to make a stream asset in 3 hours. Is it gonna happen? Probably not. Frog, you don't need to make a stream asset. You're fine. You don't need to make a stream asset. You're fine. You're Gucci. Speaking of games, what are coming out? I've been watching content on Power World, and the general consensus is, why is this good? Yeah! Can we talk about Power World? Yeah, the consensus is... But it's good. But I wanna. But you don't need to. Don't you? You already have one, don't you? I thought you already had one. Promises we'll keep. Not an animated one with the 2 states. It doesn't need to be animated. You're fine. I'm so low on spoons. Oof. Elsa's Fujitech is a Hero Forge model, which I think is actually pretty neat. I'm surprised I haven't seen more people do that. 2Ks. Fighting a losing battle, Blue, but just say yes, dear, and get her a choc milk. I'm trying to ease the stress. If you want to do it, I know I can't stop you, but don't stress about it. Promises we'll keep. And so I have got work to do today. It's not like we're going to be talking about it for 3 hours, because I have got work to get on with. So you don't have to worry too much. K, R, K, K, another R and 2 more Ks. Probably got it half done already. Well, yeah. She does. You already have an image, don't you? So you just have to draw an open mouth on top of that image on a new layer. You don't need to make an entirely new image. That's how I did mine. Mine's the same image. One's just got the mouth open. K, pink, KK, pink, K, another K. What was that notification that I actually heard this time? But doing it properly can wait until you have more time. Don't stress yourself out with fake, arbitrary deadlines that aren't real. That's the second time that's happened. Something I've tried to teach myself. Because last week I almost put a fake arbitrary deadline on myself and stressed about it, but I took a step back and I was like, the world is not going to end if you don't do this. And it didn't. And I felt so much better. Mindfulness. I'm going to have to come up with an icon as well one of these days. If you want a shortcut for it, Core, you could use Hero Forge, or you could use your VR chat models that you now own. That's how Curls did it. She did a Hero Forge model. Which I think looks pretty neat. Oh, yeah, and Hero Forge has that new face editor now. I should go back and like update some of my models. Because Hero Forge has the new face editor, so you can get way more details in there. Unfortunately, I can't update Kirok, because they still only really have the one bird head. I don't know why. They added in a bunch of new reptile heads, and they added in, very recently, a new feline head. And I'm like, can we get bird heads, please? Can we get, like, proper bird heads? Hero was very easy because you can do smile, closed mouth. Yeah, basically. Great way to do it nice and quick in a pinch. If you keep stressing, we will send us in there and they will hug you until you stop. Correct. This is a threat. Dual poses exist. Maybe because we need new Ask and Glory poses. You're right! Oh my god, you're right. Stacy, make a updated Hero Forge for Ask. We'll get Curls to do it. Curls probably already has one. Too late? How dare you, show? Share with the class? You updated the girl and you didn't show us? Share with the class, please. With all the new face stuff as well? No, stream asset. Do the Hero Forge. I want to see it now. I want to see it. Oop, we got another one that's been snipped. That's not good. Hello, boopies. Get some water.
Self-help talks, money walks, everybody wants to change with a 2-week course. If you're like me, you need a little trick, cause you're currently shit at dealing with conflict. Don't start a fight, but don't avoid everything. You gotta get it just right.
Here's your solution, a role model for your conflict resolution. You need a 6'2" perspective. Cool motherfucker who won't suffer no fool. you doing today, bud? Are you still in bed all cozied up, or have you gotten up now? Ooh, that's... I'm not 100% sold on that thread. It's like weirdly thin in the middle. I don't want that to break. These purples are being a little problematic. I've had a couple of errors. That's why I don't throw away ones that are an appropriate length, because they may have to get used. Keep eye contact. Yeah, Louie, stare into their mortal soul. Been up for a while, actually. Snow day yesterday has me bedded out. Oh, you actually got some snow. We haven't had any yet. They've been warning that we may have snow for like the last 2 weeks, but we've not actually had any.
I don't care. Who, what, why? Oh my god, what did you do to him? I am Louis. I am Louis. I was beginning to feel... No beginning to feel, no reflective gonzo journalism, and no demonic possession.
I am Louis.
Louis was meant to resolve conflict. You're just creating more pain.
There is no pain, no hurt. There can be no suffering if there is only Louis. I am Louis.
And this is your house, is it? Stop it now! This is too niche a content!
Silence, mortal. You have invoked Louis within your own mind, and for that there is no content too niche, no reference too obscure, no logical progression of joke too stupid and absurd. With thine eyes we see all, every conceivable past, every possible future, and every 12-year-old neo-Nazi, female bodybuilder, ultra-Zionist, and West Brom Baptist member that dares meet our gaze shall join our fold. Assure it to yourself, shall be Louis.
I just thought, I don't know if Carl's is going to be okay to run O-Kart, because the first session of physio is probably going to be the toughest, so she may come back and be jelly. Oh god, what colour is this? That's doesn't look like a K. That also doesn't look like a H, though. What colour is that supposed to be? No, it is a K. Yeah, that is a K. Put you with there. Don't want these two getting mixed up. Speaking of, 2 H's and then a K in the middle. It doesn't help I have to do a diversity web course in work. Ugh. What are these things called, by the way, what you're lurking on? This is a latch hook kit, is what I am working with. This is the latch hook. The latch hook kit is up there. You can get them off Amazon. So that's where this one's from. I literally looked for latch hook kits on Amazon because I was just struck with the, oh my god, I want to do one of these again. Because I did them in the past. I went onto Amazon and found a pattern that I like. I was like, I like this tiger one, this one's nice, and I put it on my Christmas list, and my parents bought it for me. Very simple. What do you want for Christmas? This. Okay. And they bought it. A salazzle? Furry bait? Or scaly bait, if you want to be particular. Guys, you have no idea how gay I am. A jelly curl sounds like a nice snack. I don't know if it does. Fluffy paint by numbers! It is fluffy paint by numbers. It's not an incorrect description. But that is basically what it is. 4 purples and a blue. Son of a... These purples are doing my head in. There's more as well. I feel like this must have gotten milled in the machine. Hopefully that's not going to affect us. I said there's normally extra. They normally give you extra. Just in case. Looks like we're gonna need them. Sorry, why did curls get called jelly, or does jelly curls refer to something else? I'm wondering if curls is actually gonna be okay for Oakart this week if she's having her first physio tomorrow, because the first one can be the roughest one, I think. So she may come home and be a pile of jelly, was what I said. If she's having her first physio tomorrow. And then it's just a blue on the end, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Wow, that's just a mountain of blue and 1 pink. So where is the 1 pink? Looks like it is 2 away from the edge, 1, 2, which makes it 1 underneath there, which looks correct. So that is our 1 pink. And the rest of that is blue. And then it goes all the way to there, where we get another white, because we're doing the tiger. It goes all the way up until this line. There we go. So all of that up until there is blue. Very little pink now. We've kind of gone through a lot of the pink. Loads of blue. Just grab a chunk. I realised that because I was messing with the Spotify, I actually can't see the preview. And I kind of can't see the preview very well anyway. Yeah, that still looks fine. I stood up, so I had to stretch. If you haven't stood up for 2 hours like me, consider doing that. Right, can I get this row finished by 1? I don't know if I can, but I will go until the row is finished. I don't want to stop mid-row. I always want to finish at the end of a row. But we can at least get half of the row done fairly quickly, because apparently it's just one colour. Feels very much like a be careful what you wish for scenario for me at the moment. Because there's a little tiny voice in the back of my brain that's like, man, I've got loads of ideas and projects that I kind of want to do. But I'm working on the game at the moment. But I also know that the moment that we're stopped working on the game, I'm gonna miss having that work. The monkey paw closes up. But regardless, I'm having fun. I still just get excited. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm actually making a game and it's actually gonna be on sale. Ah! It's what I studied. Speaking of fluffy things, I started watching an anime called Fluffy Paradise. Basically, a woman dies from lack of fluff and gets isekai'd into a world where all the animals love her and let her pet them. Oh my god. These isekais are so bizarre. I've heard one that's like the opposite, where like a woman gets isekai'd into a world where all of the people are animals. And she's scared of animals. Just like, in general. Just like all animals, just scared of them. And they just talk like people. They speak and they do, you know, they have a society like people, but they're animals. And she gets isekai'd into the world and she's a human and she's terrified of them all. My Fitbit being like, hey, you should exercise. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm not gonna, but I know. I can't wait for it to get warmer so I can have lunch in the garden again. I'm wondering whether I'm going to try and wash my shower during my lunch break, but I've just realised that one thing that is going to decide that is I put a load of washing on, which affects the temperature of our shower. So if that washing isn't finished, I will not be washing my hair. Got a bit of grey. All greys. Let's use the one that's labelled thusly. And light grey. Unfortunate souls in pain, in need. Yeah. I've called in the help of my dad. He is investigating, instead of buying one, 3D printing a proper stand for the camera to go on. He's testing it at the moment. I took the webcam over to him when I went to see him at the weekend, but obviously I had to bring it back with me. But he's got the dimensions of the screw mount that it has on the base, and is going to be experimenting with making a little tripod for it. The idea hopefully being that it will be, instead of at the side and pointing at me sideways, that it will be more above and also the right way round. Is the hope. It's rather nice to be a person that can say they're going to have lunch in the garden, isn't it? Oh my god, it is. That was like one of the big things when I was moving here. I was like, oh my god, I get a garden and I can go have lunch outside and sit in the sun. And I feel like I didn't really get to enjoy the first summer because we were moving. We moved in the summer, so we had to do all of the stuff, and like the garden was a mess and the house was a mess. And now we're settled, I feel like I'll be able to enjoy it a bit more this year. 1, 2, 3... Oh, it's just 4. I don't know why I thought that was 5. It was nice to meet you, but I gotta go. Good luck on the game you're releasing and have a good rest of the stream. Well, thank you very much, Nit. Thank you for coming and saying hi and hanging around. I really appreciate it. I'll be working on this same time tomorrow morning, if you are interested. But otherwise, have a good day, and I hope to see you soon. Rough asset drawn up. Ayy. Very nice, Frog. Very fast as well. I think it took me literally 2 entire days to do my very quick PNG tuber that I have here. Because I was literally like, I'm not going to be using it that often. Normally I'll have the face tracking up. And then I decided to start doing this. Y. I need a Y, which is pale grey, which is not the same as light grey, just to be confusing. Just to be confusing, pale grey and light grey, which are 2 different colours. That's the one we want. I only need 1 of these. Yep, I only need 1 of these. You can go back in there. Tell you what, Core. It actually crossed my mind last night. When you and me were like briefly mentioning Palworld, is that apparently, because I was watching a little bit of Thor's stream, apparently there is multiplayer, and you can have like multiplayer 4 people, or you can have like a little server, and it did cross my mind to be like, huh, do we make our first community server for the Skywolf a Palworld server? Okay, 4Ks. Yeah. Off topic, do you need a specific level or quest in FF Mounted Flight? Yes, is the simple answer. Yes. I don't remember what it is, but yes. I'd give it a bit more shakedown time, but it would be fun. Yeah, that was my thought of, like, I don't know if we'd literally do it this week because it literally releases tomorrow, I think? Wait, no, I think it releases on the 19th. So, yeah, I think it literally releases on the Friday, so it's probably going to be buggy as heck. So, I wouldn't do it right away. But, like, if I bought the game and gave it a try, and we liked it, I was like, this could be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I needed 4. I was thinking about picking that mech up off the store. I mean, you can, but it won't be able to fly until you unlock flying. Core's not even level 50 and they're already looking at buying mounts. Like, you might as well at least unlock flying first before you start dropping money. Three pinks. Excuse me. Because the thing is that the best comparison for Power World is, like, Pokemon and Arc. Obviously, I really like Pokemon. I never really got into Arc. I do own it, but it was one of those things where I loaded up the game, spent 15 minutes wandering around lost, and then got shot by someone and died, and I was like, well, that wasn't fun. And then I closed the game and never opened it again. Ready when you are. Oh, I'm sure my family are having a video call with my brother. Wait, no, what time is it? Nearly 1. Nope, that will be my dad's, messaging my mum. My mum will be finishing work. She only works half a day at the moment. She went from a full day to half a day to retiring. It looks pretty. Have you seen its flight transformation? Besides, I need something to drive while my chocobo is being force-fed till it's pretty. I can help you with that. I think I know which one you're talking about now. I believe Neruman bought it. If you play through the story will give you a mech mount. Not that mech mount, because that obviously that one's a paid mount, so it's extra fancy. Another blue. But the game will give you one. As part of the main story. It's not even like a side story thing, it's part of the main plot. You and me, the total opposite. It's like, here, have a mech mount, and I'm like, thanks, I hate it. Gotta get to work, see you later, have fun and take care. Thanks, Cole, we'll see you later. Hope your work goes alright. Right, 3. This is getting frustrating. I can see another one already. What the hell happened with this bundle? It evidently got chewed up in the machine and it's just, like, destroyed half the fibers. This is starting to get really distressing. There's a lot of fibers there that we're not being able to use. And we're well at 1 o'clock now, so let's get this row finished and then I will see if I can wash my hair. I'm not actually that hungry yet because I had breakfast only sort of like 2 hours ago, so I'm not really hungry for lunch right now. So I guess I'll wash my hair and see if I'm a bit more peckish after that. My hair greasy as fuck. It really feels like my hair just flips a switch one day. I'm just like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, and then I wake up and it's really greasy and I'm like, ah. Wait, hang on. Oh, I think I've missed one. Yeah, I shouldn't be there yet. Uh-oh, I've got to undo these. Uh-oh, this is our first time that we've kind of had a mistake on this. What happens if a bunch of glass falls really quickly? They breakfast. Thanks, Hope. There's a shame Core left. This is partial to a good pun, a good pune, or play on words. I'm gonna make this later too then. Make what later? Okay, now we're back to where we should be. Welcome. A pun. Oh. You're lucky I can't ban you for that. No, you cannot. Puns are not a bannable offence. Not viable for punishment. Hey! We've come full circle. Round, round. Budum. Ooh, one more square left. Yeah, 1K, and then the rest of the colours in that square are H's. Well, the rest of the blues in that square are H's. Three. Take a sippy! Ah. Wah. This one's a little bit long, but that's fine. It's fine if they're a bit long, it's when they're a bit short that it's a problem. Them dogs be barking again. I can at least say that my ears don't ache as much as they used to because I don't wear my headset as much. 'Cause sometimes on stream, I have it come through the speakers instead. Basically, if I don't need to be in a Discord chat to talk with someone, I'm probably not going to put my headphones on. So I will be wearing headphones later today. Alright, we have purple purple, and then another H, and then another purple purple. These problematic purples. Go, put that in there, and I believe we're going to be finishing off on a light blue. Hello! Caught me right at the end there, bud. I'm literally finishing off to go have lunch and then get back later to work on the cutscene. How you doing? How you doing today? Selling stuff on eBay to fund our venture. I actually saw that. I was gonna question you. I was gonna be like, are you really selling that stuff? Because if you are, I might buy some of it. Yeah. I mean, I was gonna talk to you sort of in private rather than in public on the stream, but you're really selling that stuff? You don't want it anymore? Really? That feels so crazy to me. That's how we met. But like, if you don't want it, I'd consider getting it. It's not going to be my focus for the future. Fair, fair. I just thought you might want to keep it as like a hobby. There we go. Well, I said I was going to finish after that. Really? Damn, okay. I don't use eBay all that much. I'm guessing once something's up there, you kind of can't take it down until it's run its course, can you? You can? Okay. Let's say I might be interested. We could talk. We could talk. Because I'm potentially interested in doing more VR things in the future. So like we could talk. Okay. This is I think this is now at the point where I don't want to be trying to stuff that back in the air. Trackers and base stations are going to be in the hundreds. I may not need I may not want the full body. I may just want it. I'm using a Rift S. I'm using a Rift S. Just having a headset upgrade would maybe be nice. So I may not want the full body. But like I said, we could talk. We could talk. We could talk. Because, Quest 2 is for sale, I have 2 of them. Are you keeping one or are you selling both? Because if you're selling both, there's an Irish guy right here who might be interested in the other one. You are keeping one, never mind. Never mind. But like, I'd be interested in a headset upgrade. If I'm gonna be doing VR stuff for work, having an upgrade kinda would be nice. Because I mean, hell, if funding is the goal, it's one of those things where we could kind of discuss, like, I guess cutting out the weird middleman of you paying me and then me buying something off you. You could kind of pay me with the stuff, maybe, but it's something that we'd have to discuss, like, in private, because we shouldn't really discuss that kind of thing live on stream. We could talk. We could talk. I'm using a Rift S. It's old. It's a little jank. Which is weird to say for a VR headset, but it is. Like, I wasn't considering getting a VR upgrade anytime soon because it's a lot of money. But, you know, when opportunity arises, it's like, maybe. So, we could talk. I probably should also talk with Spook, though, because obviously, I'll talk with him about how the financials are at the moment. Because, you know, if we've got bills to pay, you can't pay bills with a VR headset, so I'll need to talk to him. But I believe we're fine. I believe we're fine at the moment. So, but I will check with him, because obviously he's my partner and I should do that. Look at all this throwaway. We can't really use any of this. That's annoying. Right, these ones are, like, not usable. That is, like, this is borderline usable, so I'll put it in the box. But that is not very usable at all. But yeah. Just gonna throw that out there. I saw that this morning and I was kind of like, wait a minute. I'm actually interested in this. And like I said, it would be a bit redundant for me to do work for you to pay me, for me to give the money back to you to buy something off you. Right. Yeah. We'll be working on the cutscene. I was thinking about funding my studio. That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. That's why we can talk about it. Because if you pay me with the headset, then you've got the extra money in the kitty, because you wouldn't be paying me with that money. But it is up to you. So, like, we'll talk. It may be a case that we talk it out and it's not ideal for me, in which case it's redundant, but it might be. I don't know. Talking a bit, maybe, yeah. Obviously, it's not the kind of thing that we want to talk about on stream. And obviously, if someone comes along in the next 2 hours and puts in a good offer on eBay, then it's a bit of a redundant question. But potentially we could talk in a bit. I'm gonna go wash my hair, which takes ages, and do some food. But I'm gonna be back at 3. I'm gonna be back at 3 for the stream. So if I am free before then, I'll hit you up. But you can always text me. It doesn't have to be a voice chat. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's us done on this for today. So I will see you guys in about, I was about to say 2 hours. It's 1 and 3/4, 1.5-ish. For more game work stuff, working on another cutscene. And yeah, we might have a frog appear at some point. Who knows? But yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.